friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another tutorial on ISTQB Advance Test Manager certification. We are in chapter 5 and we are done with all the tutorials of this chapter. Now moving with the sample questions from this particular chapter. In order to get started, the very first thing what we are talking about is the sample question pattern, like what kind of questions you can actually expect from this particular chapter in the examination. So here is a template of that, or the breakup. So we have one mandatory question from 5.2.1 and the remaining options or remaining topics are actually optional, but they say that they can select any two questions from these all topics. So there are no mandatory distributions, but altogether you will have at least 3 questions coming in the examination from this chapter, where one is mandatory for 5.2.1 and the other 2 are selectable from any other remaining topic. So you just have to be prepared in order to answer that question accordingly. So we'll be looking at some of the sample questions from this chapter in order to give you an idea, and of course you can look forward to the rest of them. So getting started with the very first question here, that assume that you are a test manager and are working to make your testing process more effective and efficient. You have already a management approved initial budget in place for these process improvement. Last week, an external consultant completed her assessment and delivered her findings. Which of the following are the remaining steps for this process improvement effort, assuming you are following the ideal model for the process improvement? Now, number one thing is you need to recall the ideal model, which we covered as a part of our syllabus, and we have understood that one of the important things to be followed as a part of the improvement model is the ideal, which basically gets started with the very simple notation of that is ideal starts for initiating the improvement process, D as diagnosing the current situation, E as establishing the test process improvement plan, A as enacting to implementing improvement, and learning from the improvement programs. Now you see that there are possibilities or the situation which says that she has already delivered the findings. Now what is that you need to do? So of course I think we should be picking up the right ahead answer here rather than discussing it. So B is the option where we say initiate the improvement process, which is not required because we already initiated, an assessment has taken place and the findings have been delivered. So B cannot be the right answer. Let's look at D, which says diagnose the current situation by evaluating the sources of inefficiency, which is also done because that's what the assessment includes of. And E, take steps to move your organization to the test process maturity level 5. I think that sounds a little difficult when it comes to the option E here, because it is not given that your organization is following TMMI or CMMI. It is just talking about the ideal model, and that's where E is also incorrect. So the only remaining thing and the right answer here is A and C. Evaluate the benefit, including the return on investments from the improvement, and create a plan for selecting and implementing the assessment recommendations. So C should be performed first, then you will have the option A. So putting it all together, that's the right answer. Let's look at another example from here. That is question number 2. Which of the following is an example of achieving an objective for CTP test process improvement model? Just to quickly recall, CTP stands for critical testing process, and this has a different model compared to the TMMI and CMMI and all. So which of the following is an example of achieving an objective for the CTP test process improvement model? And we have got 4 options here. A, the test team's test process maturity level goes from 2 to 3. And again, in this case, I don't think we are following anything called as TMMI. So this would apply to TMMI, not to CTP, which is critical testing process. If you look at B, the test team's defect detection effectiveness improves above industry averages. I think CTP is one of that comparison model, which helps you to compare the existing practices or with that of the other organization and industry practices. So CTP makes use of those matrices to benchmark the organization against industry averages. So seems to be most relevant one right now. C, the test team's test process maturity level goes from control to efficient, and again that's irrelevant. That applies to the TPI next, not for the CTP. And coming to the D, the test team undergoes a critical testing process assessment. Now, why that's incorrect again? The assessment is part of scope of CTP model, but it is not an objective. except maybe for the consultant doing it. So yeah, that's where we can declare and say that, that's not the right answer. So the right answer with the proper justification is B. The test team's defect detection effectiveness improves the measurement or improves above industry averages, because CTB gives a benchmark to that. So that's all from this particular tutorial, team. Should you have anything else with you, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for watching the video, team, and happy learning.